friends, and family. Welcome to those who are still in disbelief to what is going on. We are gathered here today to express a love that is greater than ourselves. A love that Justice Bailee Bean and Stephanie Julia Ipley are committing to display to one another. Not only through their submission to Jesus, but of course their love for each other.
Stephanie and Justice, I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am that you two found each other. As I'm sure everybody here already knows, the two of you are so perfect together. Stephanie, for the past 23 years, I've watched you grow into the young woman that you are today. Being your big sister, I've always tried to set an example and to be a role model to you. But lately, I find myself looking up to you, and I really believe I have Justice to thank for that. You've made such a positive impact on her life. And really, I've just seen such a big change in you, your maturity, your relationship with Christ, everything has just grown so much, and I'm so proud of you. I thank you, Justice, for lifting Stephanie up and loving her the way that you do. I'm so happy for the two of you, and I can't wait to see what's in store for y'all's lives.
This very marriage through the blood of Jesus is ultimately to reflect a pure reflection of the relationship that God desires to marry his people back into. And through the sacrifice of Jesus only is this made possible, who loves each of you with an everlasting love. And he gave his own life so that you could believe in, follow, and love him for eternity. No human was ever able to complete each other, and Jesus is the only thing that will ever fulfill you. You may kiss your bride, Justice. It is an absolute blessing to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Justice Bailee Bean.
Hi, my name is Claudette, and I'm Stephanie's maid of honor. So I first met Steph about 4 years ago when I was a freshman at A&M. She lived with 4 of my soccer teammates, and anytime I would be over at their house, I would debate whether or not to say hi because, she's beautiful and all-American and kind of intimidating when she's not smiling. But then I would build up my insecure freshman courage and say, "Hi, Apple." We called her Apple because apparently Ipley was way too difficult and I thought I was on nickname terms. But she was nothing but sweet and smiley back to me. And I couldn't ask for a better man to compliment and marry my best friend. I love you two so much. Cheers. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Daniel. I have to say I never expected Justice would ask me to be his best man, but I'm so humbled, honored, and privileged to be able to stand here and bear witness to this God-ordained marriage that's going to change and impact so many lives. I feel like for the first time. We took a trip to Atlanta to go to a conference where college students all over the world would gather and worship Jesus and be in community. As we were walking out to leave, we happened to notice this curly-headed Lord Farquaad-looking dude. He had an iced-out wrist and tattoos on his hands. Long story short, we ended up leaving that mall together that day, and We've been walking together and doing life as brothers ever since. I'm so happy for my brother that he has found someone who embodies love the way you do, Steph. You're tender-hearted, compassionate, hospitable, funny, and steadfast in your pursuit of Jesus and your love for people. Justice, this is the woman that you have committed to, a woman who will nurture, comfort, and fight for your family. So here's to Justice and to Steph and the God they stand for, a God so good, so loving, that he would bring them together as one. Cheers.
Like when I close